Hey there guys, so our new anime begins from a backwater village that had a dojo run by a middle-aged man named Beryl. His family had run this dojo for generations and Beryl kept the tradition going. But with this responsibility, he never gave time to his personal life. That is why his father kept insisting him to marry someone and quickly give him grandkids. But Beryl wasn't the least bit interested in romantic lifestyle and had dedicated his life to teach swordsmanship to others. Beryl had become an instructor at a fairly young age because he was slightly faster than others in terms of speed, so he thinks this is where he belongs. He had taught many strong kids who later became quite successful, but Old Man was still after Beryl's marriage and asked his wife to knock some senses into Beryl. Well, she knew her son would marry someone, and at a given time, and give them grandkids, a highly political answer, but someone came to his house and Beryl recognized it's Alicia. She also took her swordsmanship lesson from Beryl quite a while ago, and after graduating she joined the army, and now she had moved up in the army ranks and became the commander of the order. Beryl was happy for her, and knew she was an excellent student, but Alicia came here to inform Beryl that she recommended him for the instructor post of her order. And it's also approved by higher-ups, so Beryl has to face the consequences if he were to refuse this post. Old Man saw it as a golden chance, and Alicia already made preparations to move out right away. So Old Man tells to Beryl to take the job and find the wife in the capital just like Alicia. Beryl, and she had an age gap, but Alicia mumbles that she doesn't mind that. Anyway, Old Man tells to his wife not to prepare dinner for Beryl because he's going out to the capital. And just like that, he kicked out Beryl. But in the carriage, Beryl saw Alicia still has the sword he gifted her at her graduation. He told Alicia to get a new one. But it holds a special place in her heart, so she refused, and Beryl was a tough nut to crack that he didn't understand why. Well, aside from that, Alicia has told others that she'll bring out a sword's master back for the job, and that master is Beryl, who had trained her and many other famous knights and adventurers. But Beryl doesn't think he's at that level, but Alicia does, and that's why she prepared this job. Then at night they arrived in the capital, and Alicia showed Beryl the inn he would stay for the night. Then the next morning, she introduced him to the order, and Beryl got nervous in front of that crowd, but still he got his act together and gave a decent speech, but someone didn't accept him. And then Alicia tells Beryl to just drop by for 3 or 4 days to train the order. That way it won't interfere with his dojo job. But there another girl named Kuruni comes there. She was also one of Beryl's students, and thanks to his training, she has also become a knight in the order. So Beryl was again happy he'll get to teach his old students again, and got back home. But there Randard was sitting in his house. He got back with his wife and child, so Old Man told Beryl to get lost and settle down in capital to find a wife. Randard was one of Beryl's students, and he plans to retire from adventurer job since he got a kid now. He was a platinum rank adventurer, and his wife supported his decision. So now Old Man got another reason to kick Beryl out to force him to marry someone. Randard was also on board to take Beryl's responsibility, so Beryl got to the capital and went out with Alicia to look for a place to stay. She offered her place, but Beryl turned her down anyways. Alicia was happy thinking she's on a date with Beryl, but someone crashed down to spoil her fun. She's Lysandra, and she's always competitive with her. Alicia tried to ignore her snotty insult. So Lysandra shifts her focus on Beryl. She's a black rank adventurer, one of the highest rank, and she also turned out to be one of Beryl's students. Beryl had completely forgotten about her, so she reminds him that he had saved her life, taken her in, and taught her swordsmanship. That's how Beryl recalled the past, and Lysandra thought, what's he doing with a loser here? Alicia got ticked and told her she's looking for a place for Beryl. And Lysandra told her to back off because she knows the city more than her. At the end, they found a suitable room for the guy, and he asked the ladies not to fight. With it, they finally left, and Beryl got some peace at last. But on to the next day, he's supposed to teach the order for the first time. So Alicia introduced him, and told them Beryl used to be her teacher too. But the blondie didn't accept Beryl straight up because he wants Beryl to prove himself that he's worthy to be their instructor. Hensblit is the vice commander of the order. So it was an unavoidable duel that Beryl has to fight. Hensblit thinks that Alicia is going by the flow of admiration for Beryl because she used to be his student. So he wants to correct her mistake. The duel started after that, and Beryl made a very silk move to hit the blondie. Then the second round starts, and Blondie was going way too aggressive for this time. He got speed and power, but Beryl knows his stuff too, so Blondie decided to use his signature move, that rolly-poly move he thought works on everyone, but Beryl was a different case. He used that move to slide behind him with the flow, and won. So Hensblit accepted him as instructor, and to celebrate it, Hensblit took them to his favorite tavern and apologized. But Beryl doesn't mind. Their Lucia was going for many drink at once, and Hensblit couldn't stop praising Beryl, and asked how he dodged the last attack. Beryl explains him how he just matched a spin to get behind him, but he knows Hensblit could win easily in future if he becomes hard to read and fight, and back at the village. His old man thanked Randard for taking Beryl's position, and Randard was also happy he could help out his teacher. Then Randard opened up that he had traveled to a lot of places, but he never saw someone as skilled as Beryl. So both are hoping for a better future for Beryl now that life has given him a chance to be free. And right there our episode 1 comes to an end, but stay tuned to watch the next episode of this anime. For that, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss out an update. Till then, take care.